There's also a method to the madness. There's also a method to the madness. I just want to show you. While I was coming here, I was using the my food stamp card. They gave me a free phone. I had to apply for a free phone. So with this phone, they can track my movement. So I was listening to WABC radio from the phone. You know, and usually I listen to WABC radio on my radio, but my battery died and my radio wasn't working. So, anytime there's any form of tracking, GPS tracking on me, they'll be banning me from everywhere. So so it's like they're engaging a conspiracy, this city of New York is engaging Roma scammers. They say we can get our police to kill this African, but we just want you to lie that this person is in a sexual cult and promise you all their property. So I believe that they believe they'll just kill me on behalf by their police, call it an accidental killing, and other people will inherit my property. So they don't want me to have any track record of being somewhere, because people on the train can also lie. Also, I believe the lot of people are aware that this under this Eric Adam, they're planning to kill me as an African who's trying to get money from suing the police, and they just want to kill me and give the money out to their fraudsters as a form of Roma scam. Because my mother is dead, my father is dead, I don't have any children. So I've been noticing people that have been calling me baby mama, baby papa. I'm like, I'm not your baby mama, I'm not your baby papa. I beg for money on the street. So they said now the in thing now in the Hollywood is for people to be in a sex cult. They said somebody like this, an artist called Justin Bieber, said he's in a sex cult, and the sex cult leader will be the god that's influencing his action. They said it's just Justin Bieber. Allegedly, he has $300 million asset, but he said he's been wasting his money, cashing his money out, and spending. It's like in a mad rush to spend all his money. I said they believe his behavior is influenced by the leader of the sex cult, allegedly. So it's like, they believe there was a guy also, they said he was abusing women, Sarah Lawrence College sex cult. And he claimed these women were part of the sex cult and they authorized the abuse. But luckily, those women were alive, and he was charged and they testified, and the jury found him guilty. So I believe they think as an African, they can kill me off by the police and claim I'm part of some sex cult, and the sex cult will inherit all my money. So this is why this Eric Adam is setting me up with the police. So and they believe other people can also join in on the lie. So they don't want me to have any tracking device on me when I'm riding the train. So I was listening to my to the WABC radio with my cell phone on, and the guy, his name is James Flippin. He was saying cut, cut, cut. Anytime he starts saying cut on the radio like that, I've got a chat. And as soon as I was waiting for the train, he kept saying cut, play cut. It was acting like he was talking about an audio clip. I don't know who calls the audio clip cut. Then these black American police surrounded me. So out of this train station. So I believe, they believe that the wider society is aware that there's a criminal scheme going on in which I've been suing their police for taking my home, and they once and killed my friend Eric Garner was going to help me. And this Eric Adam knows Eric Garner, and he wants me killed by the police, and he wants his black American gang to inherit any money. And they believe they can just kill me by the police and claim I'm a member of a sex cult because my mother's daughter's friend mentioned it to my mother and killed her Bolani. So I'm not close to my mother's daughters, Bolani and Flora, and I'm not close to anybody. I'm a transsexual. So they believe they can just have the sex cult, get all the money, and even my mother's daughters are compromised because, my mother was telling me while she was alive that daughters were planning to kill her. And I was under immigration surveillance, so our daughters would just have to go in with a scheme because, they can be charged with the murder of my mother, so they can even bribe them to participate and give them money. and even have them marry some of the sex cult members and share the money like that. So this is a genocidal scheme, in which they believe, you know, they can deny me justice. So I notice, they they don't, even when I try to buy cell phones in the store and I tell them to connect it to the service, the store would tell me they can't activate the cell phone for me, and they would just, they just don't want me to have any tracking device on me, because they're afraid once I'm killed, other people also can sue. They can claim, oh, the person had bed bugs, we all caught bed bugs, we on the train with this person, and the police, because I believe some other gangs are aware that the government is planning to rob me by having a romance scammers, inheritance scammers, inherit any money, any asset I may have, and I'll have the police kill me. So I believe the wider society also want to get in on the fraud. So that fraud wouldn't work if everybody's making up lies against me. And because in that case nobody gets nothing. For the fraud to work, it has to be a select few. Because if they kill me and everybody in New York City makes a claim that, oh, they also suffered, I had bed bugs, they're all infected, so there won't be enough money to share with everybody. So it won't even make sense anymore. Everybody will just get like $1. So this is why the intimidation is an ongoing conspiracy to defraud me, and this is why anytime I have any tracking device on, like my cell phone, they will chase me away from the train. I also ordered an Omni card. An Omni card is a specialized card they give to welfare recipients that enables you to pay after, but it's tracked to your social security number. They never send me that Omni card. So anything that has any tracking device on it, they would block me from using it. So this Eric Carter has been in prison before for extortion and prostitution, extortion through prostitution and stuff while he was a kid. So it's one of their criminal minds. I'm in a fraud. I'm being targeted in a fraud conspiracy, whereby they're trying to kill me as an African and steal the money. I'm trying to sue the police, and they believe they can kill me off. And large, I'm a member of a sex cult, and I told the sex cult members to take my property if I die. They say even this Justin Bieber, they say there's some sex cult like that control their members' actions. And say for some reason this Justin Bieber is a superstar. He's been acting weird for the past 2 years or so. He said it's under a sex cult member, and he's been he's been cashing in on his $300 million wealth and been spending. So so I believe this is empowering this conspiracy by the government, so we can just kill this African and give the money to our gangsters. They said the government are trying to stop activism through any means. In the past, they've assassinated people like Martin Luther King. His family sued late and could only win $100, but they were able to prove that the FBI killed Martin Luther King. And so they've killed other activists like Malcolm X, and just to issue a scare warning. So they said that NYPD has been telling the government and FBI to join in to suppress activism. So I believe this is one of the ways they hope to squash any form of activism, especially with the student protesters. They're deporting them. But someone like me, they killed my mother in a government hospital here, and my father also, while I was protesting against Trump in 2019, they told me my father suddenly died. He used to go to the hospital to get an injection, and he went and got an injection, and he went in stroke. And at that time, he died in 2019. They used to send a policewoman and told me, you're going to go back to your home. You don't belong here. I said, what do you mean, policewoman? She's threatening me. And all of a sudden, they told me my father died. I can come home and bury him. And he said, when you go home to bury people with a green card, Trump will let you come back. At that time, they were banning people from coming back to the United States. So I think they killed them. My father's death may have been ways they were trying to lure me out of America and not come. And now they devised another plan. Why don't we just kill this person and claim a sex cult that the person is a member of, wants to inherit the wealth, I'm not a member of any such cult, but say dead people tell no tale. Someone to kill you. So so other people, they feel other people try to revenge by also claiming that the other gangs that may be aware of their police trying to extort me and kill me off, and have some specialized gang claim that I'm a member of sex squad and I told them to inherit all my wealth. So this is why, to prevent any sabotage, they don't let me have tracking devices like a cell phone. My Omni card also, which is connected to my social security number. I applied for it, they never mailed it to me. So they don't want me there to be proof of when I get into the train and when I come out. So when the smoke is fired, why are they trying to hold me in secret? Because they don't want there to be form of any form of witness or any form of counter to their attempted fraud. So this has to be investigated. The court have to assign a special prosecutor. Their local prosecutor wouldn't help me. They are connected with their local police force. I've reached out to Alvin Bragg. I've reached out to Manhattan prosecutor. I've reached out to Gonzalez, the Brooklyn prosecutor, and they've not responded back to me. So they say the local prosecutors are intertwined with the police force, and unless you're important and people march for you, the prosecutor are corrupt and will squash any justice, especially if you're just a name that nobody knows. They feel you're nobody. So this has to be a lot of the prosecutors to get arrested for this conspiracy to squash civil rights by killing activists, would-be activists, people trying to get justice like me and my dead mother. After the police took our home on Staten Island, and Eric Garner was going to help us with the court papers, and they went and took Eric Garner. So I believe to even the score, some of their black Americans in power also want me killed. And if possible, give the money to their local gangs who I believe they're going to use this gang to lie. I mean, a sex called, and this gang are supposed to inherit my property, and this gang are supposed to create children on my behalf. So I'm not in a sex squad, and nobody has the right to make any decision for me. I don't have children, I don't plan to have children. I'm single, I'm married. So, so this was going.